Hey guys, it's Shannon and today I'm doing my 2015 beauty favorites. Now if you watched my last video, which was like a quick update video, I'll link it down below. Basically, I've been gone because I was competing at nationals and my schedule is hectic. There's no excuse, but the point is I am so happy to be back and I want to give you guys a big hug because it's the new year. It's 2016, but I'm still doing all my favorites from 2015. So basically, this video is just all the products that I was in love with. And I'm like not talking like, oh, this is a nice product. These are all the products that I was like obsessed with throughout the entire year. Warning, I'm totally going to overuse the words creamy, fabulous, amazing, like all those descriptive words and stuff and such. And also go grab yourself a snack because this is going to be a long video. So be prepared to be talking lots about product. Let's get into it. So I'm going to start off with my base of my face and work the way up as if I was actually doing my makeup. So this is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. Obviously, I've used a ton of it, or I think that's a lot. There's a lot in here. But basically, this is just a primer that not necessarily like elongates your makeup, but it just gives you a really nice dewy look, and it's amazing. Like, I can just wear this by itself, and it just makes me look like I'm glowing from within. I love this. Not all of these products were released in the year of 2015, but they were all the products I was loving in 2015, whether they were released in 2015 or not. Got it? Okay. So then these primers did come out in 2015. These are the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizers. Now they have so many different types. They have like ones for redness, to cancel out all this craziness, but my favorite ones are the Hydrating Primer and the Smoothing Primer. Now I know I only have this little guy of a Smoothing Primer, but I've had like so many of the little ones, and I honestly think this is way better than the Professional because the way it smooths out my skin and just erases pores and fine lines is like incredible, like no other, and it doesn't make me oily or anything. Then the Hydrating Primer, like, I've had so many samples of these and I finally just bought the full-size one, but basically this is like amazing. It does not make you look dewy, but it does give you a like hydration before you put on your makeup, and it helps elongate your makeup. Like, this primer is so good, so good. And they have all different types for all different skin tones. So if you're not sure what primer to get, I would recommend checking out these Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizers. Okay, got it? Good. Okay, so many foundations came out this year, and I was so overwhelmed. They had the Born This Way and the Makeup Forever and all these crazy ones, but I ended up liking ones that not everyone really talked about. So this is the Kojendo Aqua Foundation, and I'm 90% sure this came out in 2015, but I'm not completely positive because I didn't see anything else, like nobody said anything about it until 2016 or until 2015, but who knows. So I'm in the shade 12 if you care, and this is a very luxurious high-end foundation. But I love it because it just equal outs. It just really makes my skin look even and doesn't necessarily cover up like blemishes and stuff, but it just makes everything even out, no redness, and it sits on the skin really, really beautifully, and it applies like a dream. So the Kojendo Aqua Foundation, like, this needs to be talked about more. I don't know why it's not, but it's fabulous. Okay, then I have a drugstore foundation, the Maybelline Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and this is in the shade 112. Now, I also have the Dewy and Smooth version in the shade 120. It's not my shade, but I like both of these. I like the Matte and Poreless more though. Don't get me wrong, the Dewy and Smooth is amazing, but I just like the Matte and Poreless a little bit more because with matte foundations, you can make them dewy and make your skin look glowy, whereas if you start off with a dewy foundation, it's hard not to just end up looking greasy, if that makes sense. So the way this applies is fabulous, but what I love the most about this is the products that apply on top of it apply so well. Like, concealer blends out so well. Everything on top of this foundation is awesome. Now, my favorite powder of the year was this Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Now, it's translucent like it says. I don't use this to set my whole face because I have dry skin, but this is really good for baking. Sun, where are you going? Don't leave me. Just turn on my lights because I felt like it was necessary. But I love this for baking because it sets my concealer like no other, and my concealer will not budge. Does not matter what concealer is, it just won't move. So if you have oily skin and you want to set your whole face with this, you will love it. If you have dry skin and you just want to set parts of your face with this, you will love this. No matter what type of skin you have, you'll love it. I'm telling you. Okay, so this product I'm not going to go on too long about because I talk about it in every single video. But this is a Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I'm in the shade 15 Fair. And I use this. This was like the only concealer I used the entire year. Like, I don't know. I just really, really loved it. It doesn't crease. It covers up my under eye circles. What else do you want from a concealer? I don't think I have enough blushes to talk about. Oh, this year, like, Too Faced brought it with all of their products. So these are the Too Faced Love Flush blushes. I have 4 of the shades. I believe there are 6 shades total. But what I love about these, besides, I mean, this adorable freaking packaging, is the formula. Like, these colors, they're not really that unique. Like, I've seen colors like this before on the market, but I love this formula. This is supposed to last 16 hours. I don't say it lasts 16 hours. I'd never wear my makeup for 16 hours, so neither should you. But anyways, these blushes apply so good. They're really pigmented, but they're not insanely pigmented. So you can dab your brush in here a few times, and when you go onto the cheeks, it just applies so well and blends out so easily. Now, if you wanted to build this up and make your blush like pop, like craziness, be like the boldest color of life, then you could totally do that. And if you apply too much, it's really easy to blend out. So this is one of those blushes, if you're sort of a beginner in makeup or you just want something that's really easy in the morning, you'll really like this because it just applies so quickly and blends out so quickly. So yeah. And if anything, if you're not sure to buy it, just look at this packaging and you'll be convinced that you'll want it. Trust me. I'm just sort of changing in my light situation because sun is going down. I don't want my lighting to be bad. So now I mentioned Tarte blushes in almost like every single one of my favorites this year. And I have lots of them, but these are my favorites by far. So this one I mentioned in my November favorites, I think it was. I'll link that below. But this is in the shade Celebrated. It's just this beautiful, warm, nude pink shade. I love it. It's matte. But this shade I love the most because it's one of those blushes that you can pair with any eye look and it'll always look good. It'll always pull yourself together. So this is in the shade Dazzled, and it's a sort of mauve color with golden glitter in it, but it's not chunky glitter. It's just, it's sort of like one of those types of glitters that'll just give you a sheen, but not like you have like craft glitter on your face, if that makes sense. So I love this blush because it's such a unique color. It's really sort of this warm rosy pink that's just sort of like a good classic pink, but it's a unique color. I don't know. I love this, and I love the formula. This is the blush that I found lasts the longest. Out of Too Faced, MAC, Hourglass, all those blushes, these ones last the longest by far. So, by golly, this was the year of strobing, highlighting, dewy skin, all that ish. And I have I have like 3 highlighters to talk about. And they're all from Becca Cosmetics because Becca blew up this year from Jaclyn Hill. Now, pause this video. If you do not know who Jaclyn Hill is, you have been living underneath a rock. I will link her channel below, just like all the other links I've been talking about. But oh my goodness. So basically she made Becca Cosmetics known because she found their opal highlighter and was obsessed with it. She had a collaboration with Becca and she created the shade Champagne Pop. So this is the shade Champagne Pop. It's this beautiful champagne color and it's a highlighter like no other. And I really liked the color, but I thought it was just a little bit too dark for my skin. I would still wear it obviously because it's amazing. But I just thought it was too dark for my skin until Becca came out with this shade Pearl right here. So Pearl is just what it looks like and what it's called. It's just this white vanilla pearl shade. Like it's just a pearlized shade. And if you mix Champagne Pop and Pearl together, oh honey, it is the beautiful highlight that I'm wearing today. I mean, like, if you want Jesus to come down to earth and be like, your highlight is on fleek, then get this because it will happen, I promise you. This is the palette. This is the Becca, it has Jaclyn Hill's signature here, but it's the Champagne Glow palette. She did not make this palette, but it does feature Champagne Pop. So Pearl and Champagne Pop are both permanent shades, so go out and buy them because they are freaking amazing. Then this other highlighter from Becca, I've mentioned before, this is the shade Moonstone. Now if you want a beautiful opalescent, what am I talking about? If you want a beautiful, beautiful fair girl highlight that's not like Pearl and Champagne Pop, that's so intense, you just want to take it down a notch but still be glowy, then you will love this. It's this beautiful vanilla peach shade, and I absolutely am obsessed with it. All Becca highlighters are amazing. All of them. All of them. Real Techniques Beauty Sponge, and holy crap, this has been out for so long, but this year I've discovered it, and it's like $5, whereas the Beauty Blender is around $20, so it's like way cheaper, and I like this so much better. I'll still use my Beauty Blender because it's like one of the first products I ever purchased, but this is so much better. It blends everything out way better. I don't know why, but it has a little flat end. I don't know. I just really, really like this. But we are on to eyeballs now. So many palettes came out this year. I have a few eyeshadows and palettes to talk to you about. I have two single eyeshadows. The first one is this Urban Decay eyeshadow in the shade Foxy. Now you're probably thinking, Shannon, this is the most basic shade of life. And I'm thinking, yes, subscriber. Hey, self-promo. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already. See my videos. Anyways, if you're like, and I'm like, yes, it is the most basic shade ever, and that's exactly why you need it in your collection. So this is just a milky skin color shade, but it's so pigmented, it just erases every single vein, color you have in your eye. This is one of the shades that I use almost every single time I do my eyes, just to set my primer and sort of start as a base and then build products on top of it. Then this is the NARS eyeshadow NARS Duo Intensity eyeshadow in the shade Callisto. This is like a duochrome eyeshadow, I guess, but basically it's like a purpley shade that has silver reflex in it, and it is poppin'. Like whenever I wear this to compete a lot, it just like makes my eyelid pop, and everyone is like, oh my gosh, what is on your eyes? It's these, and it's just, I just love it. It's amazing. What else can you say about it? It's just really good, okay? Okay, so some other single eyeshadows. So Makeup Geek came out with their foiled eyeshadows this year. Now I started out with a lot more, but they all broke. Don't ask me, I travel with them. That's why. And I'm really sad about it, but the shades that I love the most survived. So this is in the Spotlight, and this is in the shade Magic Act. So these foiled eyeshadows are like metallic, but they take it to the next level. They are so pigmented and so intense, and for the most amazing price, they're like way cheaper than NARS and all those eyeshadows. And the way they look on your eyelid makes any look you have look amazing. So let's say you put on eyeshadow and you're putting on matte colors, whatever, in your crease, and it's not really looking the way you want. Get a Makeup Geek foiled shadow and pop it on the lid, and it'll immediately bring everything together and make it all look really good. Okay. So this eyeshadow palette came out a long time ago, but this was like a palette that I really, really liked this year. So this is the Urban Decay Electric palette, and it's exactly what it says. This is so incredibly comes with the brush. It is so incredibly electric. You get all of the bright shades that you would ever need. I'll hold it like this. You get a giant mirror, you get bomb packaging, and basically if you're one of those people who wears a lot of color a lot, or you are a person who uses color for like stage makeup or competing or whatever you may use it for, you'll really enjoy this palette because the colors last a really long time, and it might be a lot to spend on colored eyeshadow that you're not going to wear every day, but because they last so long and because they're so pigmented, it's so much easier to apply them. And the quality of the eyeshadows is so good. So I recommend getting a higher quality colored eyeshadow rather than just going out and purchasing something less and cheaper, because this will be easier to apply, and colored eyeshadow is not that easy to apply. Or not colored eyeshadow. You know what I mean. This was the very first palette I ever got, high-end palette that I ever got, and it was a birthday gift. And this is the Marc Jacobs Lolita palette. And so it sort of has like a special place in my heart. but it's freaking amazing. So the quality of these eyeshadows is like no other. This is definitely the best formula of eyeshadows that I've ever used. Eyeshadows are like, you can basically take any shade. Let's say you took this matte brown shade, and you can take any brush and just pop it in your crease, don't even pay attention, and then take a shimmery shade like this one, put it on the lid, and you will look like you are a makeup artist, because these eyeshadows just are so, I don't know what it is about them, but the way they apply is like none other. They just apply like a dream, and you don't even have to think about what you're doing or you don't have to pay attention at all when you're putting these eyeshadows on. So if you're one of those people that struggles with eyeshadow, get one of the Marc Jacobs palettes, because it'll make your life so much easier. Okay, now I think you guys all knew this one was coming. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. These are phenomenal. I mentioned this in one of my very first videos. I think it was a haul. But anyways, you get 12 shadows. You get 4 warm, 4 cool, and 4 neutral tones. They're all matte except for this one. This one is like a satin finish. But they're all matte and they blend out so easy. These matte eyeshadows are the best matte ones. Besides the Marc Jacobs ones, these are number 2. Now they are pretty darn pigmented, because Kat Von D is a pigmented kind of gal, but these are amazing. If you're looking for just a plain matte neutral palette, this is the product for you. Okay, so it was the year of liquid lipsticks, and I was not 100% on the liquid lipstick bandwagon, because I'm always one of those people who's like worrying about their makeup, like, oh my gosh, is my mascara flaking? Is my blush all smeared? Is my lipstick on my nose? It never is, but I'm just one of those paranoid people. And that's why I wasn't 100% on the bandwagon, but I did get these 2 liquid lipsticks. Well, I got more liquid lipsticks, but I got these ones from Kat Von D, and they sort of not changed my mind about them, but these are the liquid lipsticks that I can wear and feel comfortable wearing them and not freak out while I'm wearing them. So I got the shade Mother and Lovesick, and I both thought, I can't talk today. I saw both of these on Instagram, and immediately I added them to my cart and was like, I need these in my life. So Mother is the shade I have on my lips now. It's just this beautiful, standard bright pink shade, but I feel like everyone can pull this color off. And then the other one is the shade Lovesick. It's sort of like a pink, but it has cooler purpley undertones, I guess. Blue, cooler gray undertones. That's what I mean. Together, they're phenomenal. On their own, they're phenomenal. These do not flake on me. They don't sink into the veins, or not veins. They don't sink into the lines on my lips. I don't know. I just really, really love these. And can we talk about this packaging? Kat Von D puts so much work and effort into her products and her packaging. It's amazing. So underneath liquid lipsticks and all that stuff, I like to wear a lip balm, and this was the one that I love this year. I need to go buy a new one, but this is the Fresh Sugar Advanced Lip Therapy. So this is just a clear one. I completely finished it, and it's just basically like a high-end chapstick that works really, really well. Moisturizes your lips. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about it. It moisturizes your lips really well, and it looks good on its own. Makes your lips a little bit glossy. So yeah, I don't think I've mentioned in a video, but this is the Too Faced Melted Metallic Lipstick in the shade Melted Metallic Debutante. Now it's basically this corally orange shade, but the Melted Metallic lipsticks did come out this year, I believe. But so it's this corally orange color. The metallic in it is not overpowering, which I love about it, because it gives your lips this like extra shine and gloss, almost like makes them look bigger. But it's not like, oh, she has metal and foil on her lips. It's not like that. I really like the way this looks. This color is beautiful. It's a little bit bold because of the gold metallicness in it, but I really like it. And I use this to compete, so I mean it lasts like forever. Okay, now this, no surprise, this is the MAC lipstick in the shade Syrup. I'm pretty sure this is like my shade, I guess. This is like, I do not leave the house without this color. It is always in my backpack or my makeup bag or wherever I'm going. It's always with me. And it's this beautiful mauve pink color. I don't know. It's perfect. And I bet it looks good on everyone. Like everyone. I can't think of any skin tone that this would not suit. So this product is sort of new, sort of not new. So The NARS Chelsea Girls lip gloss used to come in a little tub, and I was never going to buy it because I was like, ew, lip gloss in a tub that you have to use your finger? No, no, no. I am not about that life. But they came out with it in a regular lip gloss doe foot applicator form, and I love this. This is the most perfect lip gloss shade ever. So basically, this is my favorite lip gloss at the moment. We all know that'll eventually change. Perfect nude pink color, but it makes your lips look glossy. You can wear this on top of something. You can wear it on by itself. It looks so good. Like, it just looks amazing. Love this. It gives your lips that little extra, like, vavoom. Like, did she get lip injections? Did she not? But in reality, you didn't get lip injections, so it's okay. And the final product I have to talk about is sort of new. So MAC came out with scented Fix Plus this year. They came out with like cucumber, rose, lavender, yuzu, coconut, all that. I have coconut and yuzu. This is coconut. And yuzu is sort of like a citrusy scent, but coconut is the one I use the most. So Fix Plus basically is sort of like a setting spray that makes your face dewy. It has glycerin in it, so it helps products stick, I guess. Someone is driving very slow up my neighborhood. Goodbye. Thank you. Anyways, where was I? Oh, it smells so good. It smells like spa water almost. So it's as if you're like in a spa while you're doing your makeup for a quick 10 seconds, but it makes your skin dewy. It's so good. So, so good. And if you don't have MAC Fix Plus, I'm so sorry that they don't have the scented ones anymore, but if you don't have MAC Fix Plus, go out and buy some because it's a life changer. Although 2015 was what the heck are these people doing? They're literally going like 5 miles per hour. Go faster, you're scaring me. So although 2015 was a great, amazing year for products, there were 2 products that I tried that I was like, oh god, no, just no. Okay, so bad products. Now, I usually I do a lot of research before I buy products because I don't want to spend my money on a product that's really bad. Does that make sense? So I usually make sure it has good reviews, make sure that people with the same skin type as mine, same skin tone, also like the product. So I'm not going to buy something that I don't like and then I have to return or that I wasted my money on. So I usually, I like all of the products I have pretty much, except for these ones. So if you like any of these products that I mentioned, that I said I don't like, don't be offended. It's just, they just didn't work out for me. We all have different skin types, we all have different skin tones, so yeah. First one, I'm really, really disappointed about. This is the Smashbox Camera BB Water, and I got the shade Fair. And I heard that this was really great as sort of like a skin even outer, a type of like BB cream basically that was going to even out your skin and give a lot of hydration and make your skin look dewy. And I was really excited because I love the way that this like applies. Like it's like the little, I just spilled that, whoops. It's like the little button thing, which I actually do not like, but it like clung to all of my dry patches. And I have dry patches like here and here, and it just clung to them and made it look so bad. It accentuated all of my imperfections on my face, and it was just no, 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 no. And I tried this out several times, and I really, really did not like it. So I don't recommend this, and I'm really, really sad about it. I'm so sorry I didn't like you. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's talk about MAC Cosmetics for a little bit. So they came out with like probably over 40 collections this year, and I'm not even exaggerating. There were so many different collections with MAC, collaborations. It was crazy, and I was able to get my hands on a lot of the wash and dry collection products because, I mean, I couldn't resist. Look at this packaging. Like, don't you just want to like frame these and hang them on all of your walls in your house? I mean, they look so good. So I was like, of course I'm going to buy all 3 of the shades of their lipsticks because I love MAC lipsticks formula, and this packaging is phenomenal. Now, one of these shades is good. This is the shade Steam Heat. It's your standard red, cool toned red color, and I feel like everyone will like this. It's satin finish, so if you just need a plain matte red, something like this would be, or plain red lipstick, this would be good. But these 2 shades, oh honey, I was like, get these away from me. So these are both sort of nude orange colors, but well, let me just talk about them. So the first one is the shade Tumble Dry, and this is a luster finish. and it's basically like a really peachy nude, which I wasn't expecting to look good on me, but as I was applying it, it was like sinking into all of my lines on my lips. And every swipe, it would apply so patchy, and it looked horrible. It was like not opaque, but not translucent. It was this awkward in between, and it looked so bad on my lips. The color was horrible. The formula was horrible. It was just a big no-no all around. It was the same thing for this one. So this is the shade Morange, and this is an amplified cream. So this is just a corally orange shade, and I was like, okay, I could pull this color off maybe, but it was just a bad experience while I was putting it on, and I was really sad about it. Anyways, that was all the products that I was obsessed with through the year of 2015. If you survived this whole video, I give you a hug. I give you a big hug. Go get yourself a snack. You deserve an award. Good for you. But anyways, that was everything. I hope I'm not missing anything. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and click that subscribe button if you haven't already to see more of my videos. As a sneak peek of the next video. For those of you that made it to the end of this video, this is what the next video is going to be. It's going to be, shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. But anyways, I'm so glad to be back filming again. Leave requests below for the new year. I hope 2016 is your year. I hope that it's your best year yet, and I hope that you just enjoy it and make the best of it. And yeah, I really love you guys so much, and I'm so excited because I reached 37 subscribers, which sounds like this may sound not very many to you, but I love every single one of you guys so much. And I'm just rambling on, but I love talking to you. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.